welcome to the Sepang International Circuit here in Malaysia. I am Ivan Isada, one of the Right2Race winners coming from the Philippines. And here we are now in the Michelin Pilot Sport Experience, wherein one of the prizes for winning the Right2Race online game is to drive a Formula 4 car, which also has a paddle shift. That paddle shift is just what you saw right now when I started to shift up, and it got very violent inside the car. Once we get up to speed, that shifting should be smoother, and yeah, the transition from changing one gear to the next should be better. This is actually the second heat of driving a Formula 4 car. So this is a warm-up lap, and we get to heat up the tires, which are Michelin full racing slick tires, up to its proper temperature. So accelerating and braking hard is one way of doing it, and checking here on turn 4, you can see there's a bit of a lack of grip, and also the pace car is a bit slow on the exit of the turn 4. But these Michelin tires do get into proper temperature right away. So yeah, by the end of this turn 7 and 8 of the short track, or the north track of the Sepang F1 circuit, we can start to fully drive the car to its limit. So here we are, driving up to start-finish line of the famous grandstand of the Sepang F1 circuit, and then we start to downshift at the 150-meter mark from 5th gear going down to 2nd gear, and trying to stay as close as possible to that cone, which is the apex, and bringing the car smoothly out of turn 2, eventually revving it hard up to turn 3, which is full throttle, flat out, up to turn 4, which we go down to 3rd gear. Bring the car properly in to the corner, which is an uphill right bend, lifting over the crest, coming into turn 5, keeping it as straight as possible, going to turn 6, and again just preparing again for the main stretch of the grandstand for the final turn. And with that, we start to rev the engine at around 7,000 RPM. We were advised to short shift at around 6-7, but so as long as we don't go over the rev limit, it should be fine. So I'm revving it pretty hard over here. And then again, my favorite, downshifting from that really fast stretch, going all the way down to 2nd gear. A little twitch over there. That happens if you're a bit late or a bit too early on downshifting. So that really depends on the feel of the driver, where to hit that exact mark. But that's basically the only place where there's going to be a twitch. It's only because of another abrupt transition. But other than that, everything is fantastic with the grip. Even here in turn 4, that already has really good grip on the car, and you can start to see that I'm getting those lines over there very well already, or very proper. Here in turn 5 and turn 6, start to back off a bit, giving enough distance again for the pace car in front. The pace car is actually driven by one of the professional race car drivers and instructors who are actually evaluating us for being consistent, fast, and of course safe when we start to drive these race cars. So here we are again on the main stretch, where I start to tuck my head in, because the wind will just try to push your head back to the headrest. Again, braking and downshifting, really fantastic with the paddle shift. You can really do it at the last minute, Well, not still last minute like F1 cars, but still a very very good feeling of downshifting and doing a hard braking. After driving here, you can really see why the F1 drivers really like this track. This is only half of the track, but you can see that there's a proper flow and proper rhythm driving into each corner. From one corner to the other, it just really feels very well. The feeling is very nice, and yeah, you just want to keep on doing it. So here we go for the final lap. Again, we rev hard all the way, really enjoying everything. Then again, downshifting. You can see that the F4 can really catch up onto the pace car very quickly on the corners, and although the pace car will disappear on the stretch, example for that one, once we come into braking and turning, the F4 can really catch up on the car, which is why I give pretty much a lot of allowance for the F4 for the Porsche, because for the pace car, because there's again, they are evaluating us. So if they don't trust you on your driving, you're gonna slow down. But if they really trust you on your driving, I've noticed that they also speed up a bit or give you enough freedom to drive the Formula 4 car to its limits. So in a way, you can manipulate them. I wouldn't say manipulate, it sounds like a bad term, but you can actually get that feeling with them that they know that you are in control, or they know that you can actually push them just a bit to tell them that yes, I can go faster, and it is pretty safe. But here we are coming into the in lap. It's only 50 kilometers per hour on the pit lane, and yeah, about this time I can't believe that everything's already done, and it's just that the feeling is a lot of adrenaline and a lot of endorphins are still running to your veins, and you still want to do it all over again. So basically, this is the Michelin Pilot Sport Experience, and driving the F4 with the paddle shift and Michelin tires. So it really is superb, and yeah, too bad it's gotta end right here. So yeah, really enjoyed everything. Amazing.
Only be myself.